Welcome to e-learning platform initiated by Science Park, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Here we are with part 2 for standard 6 where we are covering 5th chapter from SSC textbook and 6th chapter from CBSE textbook. Let's revise what we have learned in last session. In last video, we have summarized all the properties of the different states of matter that are solid, liquid and gases. We have summarized the properties in a tabular form just to remember them. Then we have seen different states of matter at particle level, at particulate level and their arrangements. We have also seen changes of states. So predominantly we saw that there are 3 states: solid, liquid, gas, and they are interconvertible. So in general we saw 6 different processes which are responsible for changing of states. They are melting and freezing, boiling and condensation, sublimation and deposition. Now I have shown you some demonstrative experiments on boiling and condensation as well as on sublimation and deposition. Topics for part 2 are heat and change of physical state, the temperature and a thermometer. Then I will show you some demonstrative experiments on boiling and condensation. I will again show you some demonstrative experiments on sublimation and deposition. Okay, आपण different states of matter पाहिले. What are they? They are solid, liquid and gas. Correct. आता इथे मी कुठलं तुम्हाला चित्र दाखवली आहेत तुम्हाला कळतंय? करेक्ट. मी तुम्हाला आईस दाखवलाय, पाणी दाखवलंय आणि वेपर दाखवली, स्टीम दाखवली. Now are they interconvertible? Can we change ice into liquid water into vapor? Everyone knows, yes, they are interconvertible. या प्रोसेसेसना काय म्हणतात आणि हे कसं चेंज होतं? How do we change state of matter? Can you tell me? कसं करतो आपण हे चेंज? करेक्ट, बाय हीटिंग और बाय कूलिंग. आपण जर त्याला हीट दिली, लिक्विडला पाणी घेतलं आणि त्याला गॅसवर ठेवलं तर काय होईल? उकळायला लागतं पाणी आणि मग त्याच्या वेपर्स यायला लागतात. बरोबर आहे? म्हणजे ते गॅसियस स्टेट मध्ये जातं. हेच आपण पाणी घेतलं आणि फ्रीज मध्ये ठेवलं, आईस क्यूब तयार होतील त्याच्या, म्हणजे ते सॉलिड झालं. Now there are different names of these processes that we do. Let's get to know them one by one. The process with which we melt a solid is called as a melting process. Then a process with which we convert liquid into a gas called as a vaporization. Then the reverse of that is called as condensation. The reverse process of melting is called as solidification. ही चारही नावं तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवायची आहेत. Now the homework is, आपण जेव्हा भेटणार आहोत नेक्स्ट वीक मध्ये ट्यूजडेला, तेव्हा तुम्हाला आजूबाजूला होणाऱ्या या प्रोसेसेसची लिस्ट करून मला सांगायचंय की कुठे तुम्ही रोजच्या जीवनामध्ये मेल्टिंग प्रोसेस बघता, वेपरायझेशन बघता, कंडेन्सेशन बघता आणि सॉलिडिफिकेशन बघता. Okay. Now in earlier slide we have seen changes from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, right? But do you know there can be changes from solid to directly to gas, from gaseous state directly to solid? Yes, that's true. So instead of 4 processes we have to remember these 6 processes. Let's again revise the names of all these 6 processes one by one. When we change the state of matter from solid to liquid, that process is called as melting, and the reverse process is called as freezing. Simple. From liquid to gas, when we convert from liquid state to gaseous state, the process is called as boiling, and the reverse process is called as condensation. Whereas when we change the state of matter from solid to directly to gas, that is called as sublimation, and the reverse process is called as deposition. मराठीमध्ये सब्लिमेशन ह्या प्रक्रियेला संप्लवनशीलता असं म्हणलं जातं. बाकी ह्या सगळ्या टर्म्स आपल्याला नेहमीच्या माहितीच आहेत. पाणी उकळणे ह्या प्रोसेसला आपण इंग्रजीमध्ये बॉइलिंग म्हणतो, आणि कंडेन्सेशनला आपण बाष्पीभवन असं म्हणतो. मेल्टिंगला आपण मराठीमध्ये काय म्हणतो? मेल्ट होतीये गोष्ट. करेक्ट. सो हे कॉमन आहे, हे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. पण सब्लिमेशनला आपण मराठीमध्ये संप्लवनशीलता म्हणतो, हे लक्षात ठेवा. वन बाय वन आपण ह्या सगळ्या प्रोसेसेस आता बघणार आहोत. ह्या सगळ्या साहीच्या साही प्रोसेसेस होताना either heat is required, we have to give heat to the substance, or we have to take up some heat from the substance. Okay, now how do we do all these processes? What is the main thing for this? Yeah, right, temperature. We have to either increase the temperature of the substance to change its phase, or we have to decrease the temperature to again change it to another state. Correct? So we'll see it one by one. A specific amount of heat must be gained or lost before the state of a substance can change. Now all these sentences that we are learning here are common scientific statements. We will understand all these processes one by one very clearly. But the understanding of it is, to change the state of a matter, the matter has to gain some amount of heat or have to lose some amount of heat out of the matter. The change in physical state is determined by how hot the substance becomes, or gaining heat, or how cold, or losing it. And third, very important, is how do we tell how hot or how cold a substance is? Do you know with which instrument we calculate or see the temperature of the substance? Correct, thermometer. Do you all know about thermometer? Let's learn thermometer in detail. Okay, there's water in this beaker, and I'm keeping this beaker filled with water on a hot plate. This is called as a hot plate with stirrer. We generally use this in chemistry laboratory for heating purpose. There is a readout device here, and there are two knobs. One is for temperature. You can adjust the temperature by revolving this. You can adjust the speed of the stirrer by this knob. Now I don't need stirrer here, so I'm not using it. I just need to heat the water. But is water changes into vapor the moment I keep it on a hot plate? No. Or does water change into vapor the moment we keep it on flame? Or does water change into ice the moment we keep it in fridge? Definitely not. You all know that. So it takes time. And how any liquid heats up, we have seen particles. This is the arrangement of particles in any liquid. What happens when we give external heat to these particles? They start vibrating very fast, and during vibration they give heat. This particle is giving heat to this particle, then this will vibrate, will give heat to another particle, so on and so forth. And this is how the entire liquid heats up. How do we measure this change in temperature? That is a big question. So we measure it with thermometer. Now this is thermometer. Can you see red bulb at the end of the thermometer? It contains alcohol. Now they have given red color for the convenience so that we can see this red line going up on in the thermometer. Now this red bulb which contains alcohol, which is very sensitive to change in temperature. It shows us the temperature. Instead of alcohol, earlier people used to use mercury. Now mercury is a metal which is generally liquid at room temperature and it is very sensitive to change in temperature. But mercury is very poisonous and it is very expensive. So nowadays we use liquid alcohol. Now can you see this red line going up? Now can you see demarcations on thermometer here? Now I am showing you the last line here. Can you see this? This last line is -10, -5. Third line from last is 0, +5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And now what is the temperature right now? What temperature does this thermometer is showing us? Can you read the temperature on thermometer? Now read this temperature and tell me your answer. You can write down the temperature in your notebook and you can answer me at the time of the discussion. Okay? आपण थर्मामीटर बद्दल जाणून घेतलं. Change in the physical state of a substance is an effect of the amount of heat that we give to that substance. On gaining heat, the substance changes from solid to liquid and then liquid to gas. On the other hand, when the substance cools down or loses heat, it changes from gaseous state to liquid and then liquid to solid state. This is a usual story and we measure the temperature of the typical liquid or the substance with an apparatus called as thermometer. We have seen the operating of thermometer in earlier video. Now what is the unit that we use to measure temperature? It is degree Celsius. Never miss out on by writing this unit. Always you have to write this unit. Now how can you prepare your own thermometer at home? Do watch this video, Science Park video, and then you can do this little project by having your own thermometer and have fun by measuring temperatures. Okay, now this is the point when we say water is boiling. Now there are so many bubbles coming out. Now if you see closely, bubbles are coming starting from the bottom of the utensil and then they come up and then the steam comes out of the bubble when the bubble comes at the surface. Now I am going to capture the steam by keeping a lid on top of that utensil. Now here you can see this, the steam is coming and accumulating at the inner surface of the lid. Outer surface of lid is cold little bit and the inner surface is very high temperature. So this is the condition when condensation process occurs. Now I am opening the lid and can you see some water droplets are dropping there? Now this is the process of condensation, that the gaseous state converts into liquid state. They come up, accumulate at the inner surface of the lid, get cooled down and again they convert into liquid state. So we have seen boiling and condensation process, how they are reversible. Water is converting into steam and again steam is converting into water droplets. Now every liquid has a particular temperature at which it boils and that temperature for that liquid never changes. Now let's see what is the boiling temperature of water. I have dipped the red bulb of the now can you see here I have dipped the red bulb of the thermometer in the water, and now it is rising up. It is at 95, 96, 97, 98. Okay, it is at 98. Oh, now it is touching 100. If you see from here. Let's see some daily uses of changes of physical state of matter. We use candles. We all love to lit candles at our home, which are made up of from liquid paraffin. So we use liquid paraffin or paraffin wax. We melt it and we make different candles out of it. Then we use sand or silica. We melt it to red hot, and out of which we make fine glasses. We use solid carbon dioxide, which is also called as a dry ice. We use it to make ice cream and to keep it frozen for longer times. We also use lots of metals like gold and silver and platinum and rhodium, which are melted to make different ornaments. We also use melted iron to make different tools and utensils for daily uses. These are two camphor packets I'm showing you. Blue one is a camphor, naturally occurring camphor, ज्याला आपण भीमसेनी कापूर असं म्हणतो. गुलाबी याच्यातला जो आहे तो मॅनमेड कॅम्फर आहे. दिस इज अ नॅचरल कॅम्फर. ह्याला भीमसेनी कापूर म्हणतात. ह्याचे क्रिस्टल्स असतात पण युनिफॉर्म शेप नसतो त्याचा. वेअर ॲज मॅनमेड कॅम्फर जे आहे इट हॅज गॉट युनिफॉर्म शेप टू इट. असे गोल चकत्या मिळतात आपल्याला बाजारात, नाही तर चौकोनी प्लेट्स मिळतात. बट दॅट इज अ केमिकल मॅन मेड कॅम्फर. नाव आय एम युझिंग नॅचरल कॅम्फर हिअर. भीमसेनी कापूर मी वापरलाय. सब्लिमेशनची प्रोसेस मी तुम्हाला दाखवते. त्याच्यासाठी हे छोटंसं युनिट मी वापरलंय. बाजारात मिळतं कापूर घरात जाळण्यासाठी, ते मी आणलंय. आणि ही जी वर प्लेट दिसतीये त्याच्यात मी हा भीमसेनी कापुराच्या चकत्या ठेवतीये. एक 5 मिनिटं ते हीट केल्यानंतर त्याच्यामधनं वेपर्स यायला लागतात. नाउ सब्लिमेशन इज अ प्रोसेस वेअर सॉलिड स्टेट डायरेक्टली कन्वर्ट्स इनटू gaseous state without going through liquid state. Now that is a unique part about sublimation. याला मराठीमध्ये आपण संप्लवनशीलता म्हणतो. संप्लवनशील पदार्थ कोणते कोणते आहेत? कापूर आहे जो नॅचरली अकरिंग आहे, कॅम्फर पण आहे. संप्लवनशीलतेच्या ऑपोजिट ही कुठली प्रोसेस आहे? आपण जर त्यातली हीट म्हणजे आता यातनं येणारे वेपर्स, इफ आय कॅप्चर देम इन एनी वे. नाव हिअर आय एम युझिंग फनल. हे फनलचं वरचं जे नेकचं तोंड आहे दॅट आय एम क्लोजिंग हिअर. मी दाबून धरलाय हात आणि हिअर नाव यू कॅन सी नाव द फनल इज ओपेक, बिकमिंग ओपेक. White crystals of camphor are again depositing, going up high, and at lower temperature they are depositing at the upper part of the funnel. दिसतंय तुम्हाला? Now I am showing you the deposition of camphor to the inner surface of the funnel. They are looking beautiful and it smells also beautiful. Can you see that? Yes. Now this process is called as sublimation. असे सब्लिमेशनचे अजून कोणते पदार्थ आहेत ते तुम्ही मला सांगा. इथे गार झाल्यानंतर क्रिस्टल्स दिसतात, ह्या सरफेसवर दिसतात तुम्हाला. हे कुठेही मिळतं मार्केटमध्ये. हे तुम्ही आणून घरातला कापूर यात जाळून बघू शकता. हिअर यू कॅन सी दिस इज द actual arrangement for sublimation reaction, where we take a evaporation dish in which we keep the sublimation substance and give heat to that, and on top of that evaporating dish we keep inverted funnel. We plug the other end of the funnel with cotton, and this is how we do it in chemistry laboratory. Now you have to use your brain, read about it, Google about it, search about it. and tell me other substances which show sublimation property. So this property is, when you give heat to solid, it directly converts into a gas without going through a liquid phase. You need to tell me the answer when we will have discussion next week on Tuesday.